is more to campus life than football and studies for Michigan players. There is, of course, a social life, and in this instance, a social life with a purpose. These Michigan players are making one of their regular weekly visits to Yosthouse, a group home for young people with problems. Bob Wallach organized the program after he found some players lending support and advice to these youngsters 5 years ago.
I think it's just been a real positive thing, and I'd say this year more guys have gotten involved than in the past. At first, 3 or 4 guys did it just because we lived in the neighborhood and became friends with Womack. Terry Womack was the first guy name that comes to my mind, and a couple other guys at Vaughn House, and then it just ballooned out. So it's great to see this many guys on the team still are active with it, because I think it really gives them a chance to give something to the community that they get so much out of by playing ball here in Ann Arbor.
The idea behind the program is to get the athletes involved with troubled children in the community, to utilize them as role models, because basically they're men that are responsible, students, and they're the type of people that a lot of troubled adolescents from inner city areas can identify with. A lot of the players come out of the inner city themselves, and they go on to make something out of themselves. So we try to use them as the type of model that we would like our children to emulate.
I went on a few of these trips just, out of curiosity, and I went to Maxie Boy's home, Boysville, and a couple places downtown in inner city Detroit, and I couldn't help but feel that, a football player or a group of players going down to a group home or any type of institution like that had such an effect on these kids, these adolescent kids. Something that we could do in 5 minutes to talking to them is something the social worker's been trying to do for 2 years. And I've had many social workers tell me that, just the reaction on a kid. And I think that's the most important thing in this program is what we can do for these kids.
Do the players get something out of it too?
Hey, I think it helps them to accept their responsibilities, because they're in the public's eye all the time, and they are that type of model for children, and they learn to accept that. And I think, during the college period is when they themselves make the transition from adolescence to adulthood. And this is a significant factor in them accepting their responsibilities as an adult.
I like coming here basically because, I want to be a teacher, and, I want to, be involved with kids later on in my life. So I figured that I might as well get started now. There's a lot of personal problems involved in the group that you have to understand the kids, and it's just something that you have to know how to handle. Is a project, and basically you just have to enjoy yourself. That's all.
I've lifted weights with them before. I've seen them play on TV. Been to see them play. They gave us shirts, Rose Bowl shirts, and things like that. So it's really nice.
They rap a lot. They always think they're always good looking and nice and built. Yeah, we have a good time with them.
When I see the players get out there and try and work out hard, it makes me want to work out hard more. Because I see, wow, there they are trying to make it, so why not I?
We have our good times and our bad times, but for the most part, they have grown a lot, in other words,
We gave a benefit last year, and Rick Leach gave out awards to all of our kids. And some of these kids have been labeled retarded, this and that, and here they went out and lettered in track, football. We have one that's a middleweight Golden Gloves champion that's participated in our program. And they just felt really good. I mean, you could see the kids coming up to get their awards, with their hands up in the air. It was just really, really great. It's a great program.